Very well. Hello and welcome to Math 10. This is Fatemeh. This is our very first page of our Canvas. Okay. So here, welcome to Math 10. This is a picture of me. I'm in the nature. Getting started. So my email address is yarahmadifatemeh@foothilldianza.edu. Feel free to contact me any day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There is no limit. I might be a little bit slower during weekends. My office hours are Thursdays, 9 to 10:30, 5 to 5:30, or if those hours and date doesn't work for you, feel free to send an email to me. You can use Canvas message. Hey, professor, can we meet, for example, during that day, during that time? So feel free to ask. If these hours, they don't work for you, you have a conflict, you're working, or you have different classroom. I tried to set up this office hours based on the survey that we had before. So I wanted to have a homework help session. At the beginning, I set it up at 9 to 10 a.m. on Friday, but I got some feedback that Friday morning doesn't work for us. So please send a message to me or send an email to me which day and which time works the best for you so we can have homework help session for you. As I mentioned, I'm available every day. You can always send an email to me. You can use Canvas message. I'm going to talk about Piazza later. I encourage you to post your question on Piazza as well. So first of all, Piazza has extra credit, and when you post a question on Piazza instead of Canvas, you can post the questions without mentioning your name or your ID. So on Canvas, last quarters, I had students, they were shy, they didn't want to use Canvas to post the questions because on Canvas, questions and answers, when students ask a question, their names and their ID are just appearing there. So I switched to Piazza to give the opportunity to everyone to ask their questions. Okay. Well, here we go. So getting started, we click on that and we have week 0 getting started. As you know, I published our Canvas last week, so you have access to the syllabus and you get to know Canvas, the format of the course. So week 0 overview, let's click on that. Our week 0 overview is just the overview and what you will learn about Canvas itself. The second one about your instructor, about me. So as I mentioned, I love math, I love statistics, and the combination of math and statistics, you can apply those knowledge in data science, machine learning, deep learning, cool stuff. So I love writing codes and using statistics to analyze the data, especially image recognition. So here, again, my contact, my email, you can use Canvas inbox. Both of them are accessible to you. Office hours, feel free to join office hours anytime you have a question. And again, as I mentioned before, homework help session was initially Friday 9 to 10. And again, since I received your messages that this is not a good time for us to attend the homework help session, I want you to give me your preferred day and time so we can come up with a common day and time for the homework help session. So I'm going to be in contact with you through Canvas, through Canvas messaging, announcements, gradings. So I do my best to grade all your discussions, your quizzes, your exams within 2-3 days. But if in a case I'm busy, I promise to grade everything within 1 week. Well, the most important part of our class is the syllabus. You can click on the syllabus and there is a file for you. You can download that, you can print it out. Okay, let us open this and share it with you. Here we go. So, first of all, this class meets on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 6:30 to 8:45 p.m. Again, for those of you who are in a different time zone, and if it's in the middle of the night, if it's 4:30 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, please send an email to me so we can come up with different group activities and participation for you. So my email, my office hours, and if you have question outside office hours, feel free to send an email to me any day. Oh, of course, I'm not awake, during the sleeping hours and sleeping time. So I cannot promise you that. And very well. Okay, we have our awesome counselor here. You can ask her questions. She's there to help you. Would you like to talk to the class?
I know this is really unconventional to have a counselor inside of your classroom, but this is one of the perks of being an MPS student, right? So we come to you and I will be meeting with your instructor weekly just to support you in the class. We'll look to see if anyone needs support and then we can get you those resources. But then on top of that, anything that a counselor does, I do, okay? So what I will do is in a little while, I will send you all a little PowerPoint that I created with all of the links for the tutoring center, the links on how to make an appointment with me, my contact information. I will put my email in the chat box. Well, you have it there in the syllabus, so I wouldn't even do that. But I will provide you, now that I have it here in front of me, maybe not. I don't know my Google number by heart. I have a Google Voice number. It's on my PowerPoint. So just make sure you make note of that. I do text with students. I found that that's the communication that has been preferred. However, just because we're at home, I'm trying to be mindful of work and home, right? I don't know if you can hear the little one outside of the door, but there is a little one outside of the door running around wanting to come in here right now. She can stay out there with dad. Yeah, so I'm working on work-life balance here, but you can text me, and if I'm available, I'll respond. If I see it's something that's not super urgent, I'll probably say, hey, let's schedule an appointment, and then we can even talk about it in further detail, right? But transfer, career, ed plans, applications, resources like we talked about with the calculator, stuff like that, you can ask me, feel free, please do not be shy. I will be in class with you twice a week. I will be in Mondays and Wednesdays for the second half of class. And I in that PowerPoint, I will send you my hours, and then I do have drop-in office hours too, Mondays and Wednesdays from 3 to 4, okay? So I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you to those that have their camera on and have the ability to turn their camera on. It just feels a little bit better with, you know, hi Sammy, I see you waving. Just like interaction, right? Because especially after a long day of looking at the screen, it starts to kind of feel like you're talking to yourself. Oh, and see, he's eating. That's nice. I had the husband brought dinner. You see this? This is what happens when I'm not cooking, when I'm working till 9. This is dinner. But you know, it works, right? So anyway, I look forward to working with all of you. I had a private message asking how you do drop-in meetings with me. So that basically is open office hours. And in the link that I put into that PowerPoint that I'll send in a little bit, and actually I'll put it in the chat box so that you all can see it. But there is a link in there, and I will let you in. It's basically, there's going to be a waiting room, right? So if I see someone's in the waiting room, then I can let you in and we can chat for a few minutes, and then I'll let the next student in. That's how it works, okay? But all of my info is in that PowerPoint. You can check it out. I was proud of myself because I used my, yes, it is on Zoom. I used my Bitmoji in that PowerPoint. I'm not tech savvy, but I answered myself. I thought it was fun. anyway, I've taken a lot of time. Our tutor should be coming in here in a little bit, I think, hopefully. But yeah, that is, thank you for sharing that. See, that's
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, you can see there's a link to the tutoring center there. And then there's also, like I said, that link to get into my office hours. And that's the same link also. If we have a Zoom session, like a scheduled appointment, that's that same link. I have that same defaulted link for me. And like I said, you can schedule on the MPS website, you can schedule through here. There's lots of different ways to find me. I'm around, you're not gonna get away from me. Okay. Any questions for me? Well, I'm here, what would I do? Like my role?
No questions on this end. Thank you for your time today.
Yeah, you're welcome. I look forward to meeting with all of you. Thanks, Fatsumi.
Thank you so much. Okay, very well. So let us get back to our syllabus. Very well, so where are we? We are here. Excellent, so the textbook. And so as I mentioned, and I spoke with many of you on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to have 2 textbooks. One of them is from an awesome instructor in De Anza, Mo, and it's free online. And also there is a supporting book with more examples, with more homework. So we're going to use the combination of these 2 books, and all notes, homework questions, group activities will be posted on Canvas, and those are PDF files I'm going to show you. You can print them out. If you have a tablet and a digital pen, you can write on them as well. So we have graphing calculator, either TI 83, 84, and as I mentioned, we have an online emulator, but it seems like there are some issues registering for free trials. So I'm going to work with MPS Center. I'm going to try to resolve that issue and keep you posted about that. So let's see. So I expect you to have a notebook, write down the definitions, work on the homework questions, group activity questions, keep the record of what you are doing in this class. If you want to print out the PDF files, that's absolutely fine as well. Attendance, of course, I know this is an online class, it's not a face-to-face class, but your attendance is required. You need to be in this class, you need to participate in group activities. So we're going to have a lecture, and after the lecture, we're going to work on group activities. Maybe not today, because the first hour of the class is going to be dedicated to talking about the syllabus and forming groups and learning how to use Piazza. Then we're going to have a little bit of lecture. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to have my lecture, and then we're going to have our group activities. Well, course description, of course, this is a math class, but the beauty of this class is that it's statistics. They're going to talk about a lot of different real life projects, the connection between formulas, finding the average, how to hypothesize a case and reject or fail to reject our hypothesis about that. So communication, as I mentioned, I can be communicating with you through email, Canvas messaging. So when I communicate with you, I expect you to communicate back. When I ask you a question, or if I have any concern about your attendance or submission, because sometimes I have students, they submit their work, but the work is a little bit blurry and I cannot read them. I email or message that student, so I expect you to reply to me. And Canvas, of course, we're going to post everything on Canvas. As I mentioned, the lectures will be recorded. All of them will be uploaded on YouTube. Then the link is available on Canvas for you. So the due dates for discussions and homeworks will be on Sunday, 11:59 p.m. But for our exams and quizzes, those are timed, and if you look at the calendar, you can actually see the day and time of those exams. So reading and writing, of course, you might say this is a math class, I don't need that much of a writing, but studies show that writing a math problem and using a pen, a paper, or a tablet to write down the problem and start solving questions will be very helpful. That's why I'm not using any online homework or any online website for you to do the quiz or the homework. I want you to write down everything, think about what you're writing, and try to analyze it. It helps you to understand the materials much better. We also have another method of working in this class, which is Piazza. Piazza is a free platform. You're going to discuss questions. Some questions are like quizzes or maybe homework questions. You can post your question there on Piazza, and other students, my tutor, we are all going to participate in Piazza by answering your questions. Well, participation in an online class, of course, we have a lot of different activities. We have group activities, we have presentations, we have projects, we have homework. So as I mentioned before, we're going to have in-class group activity. We're going to have a little bit of lecture, then we're going to work on the questions related to the lecture that we covered in that class. You need to discuss those questions in breakout rooms with your group mates. That's why we're going to have groups. Then you're going to upload your own work, your individual work on Canvas. Discussion and presentation, of course, we have discussions about the topics that you're learning, about skills that you need to manage stress, to learn math better. Those are all due on Sunday, 11:59. We have homework in this class. I post homework questions on Canvas, and the due dates for homework is Sunday, 11:59. Homework guidelines, I expect you to write down all the questions neatly in order and try to answer the questions in a format that is readable and I can follow your writing. And at the end of each homework, I want you to add a brief chat. So what did you learn by solving those homework questions? How do you feel about that topic? It's called a brief chat. Very well, what else do we have? Okay, group quizzes. So as I mentioned, we need to form groups. We're going to have group quizzes. You discuss the questions with your group members. Then you post your work individually on Canvas. We also have collaborative projects. Again, those are group projects. You work with your group mates by collecting data, analyzing the data, which formula to use, and then presenting the project. Those are collaborative projects. As you can see, selection of the question, population. We're going to talk about all of these nice topics throughout the course. And we're going to have 2 projects in this class. Very well, before each midterm, I'm going to give you exam reviews. What are those? Those are the questions that I expect you to know how to solve to be successful in midterm exams. So if you start solving the questions on exam reviews and you feel that, okay, I'm solving question 5, but I don't remember the topics on that question, you have to get back to the note, to the homework, and review those topics. And don't forget to submit exam reviews. Each of them has 10 points. Of course, we have midterms. We're going to have 3 midterms in this class. Those are individual work, no group activity, no participation, just your own work. And finally, we have final, which covers everything in this class. So grading policy. So this is the breakdown of the grading policy in our class. So here we have okay, guys, grading policy. We have homework, 50 points assigned to homework. In-class group activities, as I mentioned, after each lecture, we're going to have a short group activity, and then I'm going to go to the board and solve those questions for you, 50 points. Then we're going to have discussion and presentations, 40 points. Group quizzes, as I mentioned, we're going to have 4 group quizzes. You're going to discuss the questions with your group mates. Collaborative projects, 2 of them. Midterm reviews, as I mentioned, you need to submit your midterm reviews. We're going to have 3 midterms. Each of them has 100 points, individual work. And finally, we have a final, which is 200 points. Okay, and this is the letter grade for this class. There are 2 important links for you. One of them shows the important dates and deadlines for you. And the second one, if you click on the second link, which is the answer final exam schedule, you get access to all of your classes' final schedule. For detailed information on homework, quizzes, project, discussion, please log into Canvas course page. As I talked about tutoring before, we have an awesome tutoring service in De Anza. MPS tutors are available to help you. And I'm going to talk about it later, but for those of you who participate in weekly tutoring, you receive extra credit points. Okay, perfect. So recipe for success, guys, if you have any question about Math 10, feel free to email me any day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm available to answer your questions. You can either use email or just use Canvas messaging. Please visit the online tutoring center. Either you can use MPS Center or you can use the tutoring center in De Anza. Form an online study group. It's very important to collaborate with your group mates. It's shown that it's very helpful, it's very useful, and it's one of the important factors to be successful in a class. Not just an online class, in any class, math class, chemistry, any class. Try to watch all the lectures, take notes, try to go over examples, solve them yourselves without looking at the solutions. Try to learn as much as you can. Well, here we have our tentative schedule. This is our schedule with quizzes and exam. Start the project 1. Start project 2. And on Sundays, as you can see, there are homework due, projects due. We're going to have a final review. And on week 12, we're going to have the final. So this is our syllabus. Very well. So we talked about syllabus. It was 0.2 introduction to Canvas. So there is a short video posted on Canvas talking about Canvas and introducing different tabs and icons on Canvas for you. Next one, technology support. Okay, very well. So in this class, we're going to use Canvas. If you have any technical issue, guys, I'm a user like yourselves in this class. And if you have any technical issue with Canvas, first send an email to me. Then try to use help icon. We try to figure it out. Student support, of course, we have great student supports here in this class. So we have our MPS and we also have Student Tutoring Center. You can get help from both of them. So there is a link to MPS Tutoring Center. And also we have Student Success Center. So being successful in this class. So since it's a math class, it's statistics, I expect you do not procrastinate. Try to keep up with the activities in this classroom. Read the syllabus carefully. Spend enough time to learn the materials. If you have any question, first, I am available to help you. Definitely take advantage of office hours. You can send an email to me anytime you have a question, form a study group, take advantage of all these great resources available to you. Textbook and additional resources, very well. As I mentioned before, here we have two textbooks. One of them is Mo's book. Thanks for Samir sharing the link to us in the text. And we have supporting book. Larson has more homework questions, more examples. That's why I decided to use supporting book as well. So I posted some links for you how to use Cam Scanner or Adobe Scan to scan your files when you're submitting your homework, quizzes, or exams on Canvas. There is a link to our online emulator. I heard some students have some difficulties downloading this calculator and use it. So hopefully we can properly address this issue and resolve it for everyone. So Netiquette guidelines, I expect you to read through the Netiquette. This is an online class. Be friendly, be positive, and be self-reflective. Use proper language and titles. Use effective communication. Professionalism is very important. And ask for clarification. Please upload your Canvas profile. It would be very helpful for me, for other students who look at your profiles. Participation and attendance. As I mentioned before, participation in this class is very important. We're going to cover a lot of materials, and it's very important for you to participate in all of those group activities, discussions, homework questions. Grading and late work, very well. We talked about our grading and grading policy and the letter grade. Late submissions, guys, if you have any difficulty, if you have some issues, please be in contact with me. Try to send an email, try to use Canvas message. Okay. Our very first discussion is introduce yourself. These are some questions for you. What is your major? Have you ever taken an online course? Have you ever used Canvas? In one word, describe how you're feeling and by taking Math 10, and what do you hope to learn from taking this class. And 6 was asking you to record and post a video introduction in this discussion. I know some of you don't feel comfortable recording yourselves. That's absolutely fine. In previous quarters, I had students, they just shared a picture of their cat, of their dog. That's absolutely fine. Just share something personal so we get to know you better. And finally respond to 2 of your classmates. Very well. So next, groups. After reading through the introduction, you basically join a group with the students that you feel have common interests, common major. You basically add your name to one of these groups. So I want you to start joining one of these groups. Perfect. Let us move on. So okay. So extra credits. I'm offering 2 extra credits for you. The first one is weekly tutoring center participation. By attending tutoring center on weekly basis, you're going to receive 10 points extra credit at the end of the quarter. Then we also have weekly Piazza questions and answer. It also has 10 points extra credit. So how Piazza is working and why I'm not using Canvas. So Piazza is basically a free platform that you can post your questions and respond to other students' questions without mentioning your name or your ID. So the difference between Canvas and Piazza is on Canvas, when you post a question, everyone sees your name. Everyone sees your, for example, ID. But on Piazza, if you don't feel comfortable posting a question with your name, you can post your question. I'm a shy person. I wish I had this opportunity when I was a student. I was very shy asking questions. So take advantage of Piazza. How to log into Piazza. So everyone's email has already added to Piazza website. Let me show you how to access Piazza. Okay, very well. So guys, this is Piazza. So on the left hand side, let me share one of my classes with you. For example, let's go over this.
This is Bev again. My view is frozen. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Sure, definitely. So here, for example, I'm just sharing one of my classes with you. Show inactive classes. Okay, this is my Math 10 class from last quarters. As you can see on the left-hand side, you see some posts. These are the posts from students. They created the question, they had question about final exam, they had question about exam 2, chapter 5 homework, chapter 1 homework, calculator instructions. So they posted their questions, and if you click on some of these posts, you see there is no name. So students preferred not to have their names on these posts. That's absolutely fine. So let me show you how to post on Piazza. You click on new post, and here you have to select one of these. If it's a homework question, you click homework. If it's about exam, you click on exam. If it's about project, you click on project. If it's anything else, you click on other. So suppose I'm going to share something here. The title is Hello Hello, Matt 10. I need to join a group. Then you post your notes on Math 10. As simple as that. So since this is not active, it doesn't let me do that. But you can attach an image. You can, for example, click on homework 1, any file, you can select any file, and then it attaches the picture to your post, and you just post your notes to Math 10. As a student, when you try to post something on Piazza, there is an option for you down on the left-hand side, which says your name or anonymous. So when you click anonymous, there is no name appeared there.
So the first way we can go to the tutoring center is through Deanza's website. You can also look up MPS through Google if you're still not sure where to go. But once you're on this page, you can look to the side where it says tutoring services. Go ahead and select that. And here, if I highlight the link, is where you're going to click to get to the tutoring center. That would automatically open your Zoom and put you into the tutoring center, where we'll have a tutor ready for you, and Louis and I will be there to help you with any questions that you have. Another way you can just go to the tutoring center is by our other website, mathperformancesuccess.com. Again, it's a very simple website. It lists all the hours that we have here, including the link to our tutoring center, as well as the tutor schedule. So if you're looking for a specific tutor, or you're looking for a time to meet with your classmates to work on a problem, this is the best way to do that. And let me post this through chat. Okay, and if there's any questions regarding tutoring, I can answer those questions right now if anybody has any. Great. Well, we're always happy to help. We're available from 9 to 6, Monday through Thursday, which is not ideal given the class time. But if you come in and ask questions before class, that would be a really good time to come in and ask for help. Other than that, we'll have tutors ready, and we'll help you with whatever you need. Thank you.
We had a quick question. Some of the students were having trouble with the calculator emulator.
Right.
Is that something you all can help with?
Yes.
Awesome.
So let's go. I'll share my screen again. So for those of you who are struggling with looking for a calculator, you can go to Texas Instruments, and I think that's ti.com. And if you select there, the best way to go about it is, once you're on this website, you can go to believe products, and there should be an option for calculators. So, well, let's just go in here and search calculator. And that's going to be the first choice that comes up. So once you're on this website, there's a couple options. There's different types of calculators and different products you can use. But here we're going to go to, I believe, products, and we're going to go to scientific calculators or graphic calculators. And I believe there was an option. Let me just give me a second and I'll look for that. Okay, so we're gonna go resources, and we're gonna go distance learning. And here on the right, the first option you'll see is free Texas Instrument TI-84 plus emulator. You can do it for students or teachers, but you can essentially just go here, fill in your information, and as well as other things, and you select submit. Once you select submit, that should take you to a download page. So again, if you're not sure where to go, just go ahead and go to ti.com. You can go to graphing calculators under products and go to resources. Under resources, you can go to distance learning. And that will take you to this page. And let's see if we have any questions here. Right.
Peter, if they have
Yes.
actual issues with, okay, good question. The 90-day trial, it says the 90-day trial is free for teachers.
Yes, it says for teachers, but it is actually for everyone. They use that term, teachers, for doing data analysis and seeing who's using this software.
Makes sense. So if there are students that are having issues troubleshooting, is that something that we can send them, refer them to the tutoring center?
Absolutely, absolutely. So if you're having trouble using the calculator running on your computer, go ahead and pop in, and I'd be happy to help anyone with getting the software started.
Thank you. We appreciate you all.
You're welcome. Great. So if there's any other questions, I will see everyone eventually in the tutoring center.